Hello everyone and welcome back to Banished, the Mountain Men / Isolationist Challenge. Radio with you here, and I'm taking a look at the homes we put in last episode right across the way from our new fishing dock on the far east side. These two have in fact both become fishermen. We have one fisherman here, and then a gatherer as well, which makes sense because we have a gatherer's hut right there. So, I'm going to continue wanting to build these houses, but I just took a quick look. Now, we still have a pretty big surplus. But also, we have dipped down into 18,000 from 21,000 plus. So I'm going to let the game run, and that's why I tell you, be cautious. Be as cautious as you can, because it will sneak up and it'll bite you in the ass, that's for sure. We are producing over here. We have this dock, and again, we're only in late spring of year 26, so we had one season, and one full fishing season. I know it's a year. People have mentioned that before. Why do you call it a season? Well, that's just the term. We know it takes a full year, but fishing season usually runs from, a certain time to a certain time, just like baseball season. Baseball season only happens once a year, but you still call it season. Or my favorite, which is a hockey season. But I digress. As always, and I'm thinking we might have to do another herbalist because we're running just a touch low on the average health. And look at that, we're down to 17.4. 17.5, it's going up, but yeah, our food production isn't exactly where I want it. I might have to make another camp back here, which is fine. I just want to make sure we're going to have enough room for everybody to live to achieve our goal of isolationist, which is going to be 300 people. We should be fine, because if I did a camp here, because this is the only spot left for a camp, I still have all this area here and all of this that I could just pack with homes. I could build a tunnel right through. That might not be a terrible idea, but so let's go ahead. You know what? Let's go ahead and plan out a camp. However, this camp's going to be a little different. This is solely going to be food and gathering. We don't need lumber at all. We're steadily hitting our cap. Our firewood, we are probably going to need an additional a wood cutter. I have one set here because it looks nice. It may or may not stay there. It's going to depend on where we really need them. We might need to move the woodcutter way up here, bounce a couple of these houses or something and put one up here so we've got plenty of firewood so they're not having to travel too far to get it. I mean, we've got a boatload of wood. We've got a lot of stone. I mean, we're starting to run out of space, and I don't want to have to continue to build new stockpiles. The way to avoid that, of course, is to lower your caps. As a matter of fact, this is full. We're going to take this down while I'm thinking about it. Let's take this down to 900, because boom, they're done. And that won't... So we're going to make it 800. Yep, 800 for that. And what do I have on this? Just 5, which is fine. We haven't hit that yet, and we do use this regularly for the tools, but where was I? Oh yeah, so woodcutter, we might put a woodcutter, but back down here, let's look at, let's see, food. I'm thinking maybe a gatherer's hut, because, gatherer's hut or a hunter. I could do both. I could do a gatherer, a hunter, and an herbalist, because these trees are not going to be getting cut down, so this will probably produce well for all three. Let's look at that. Let's, how would that look if we ran? I'm going to make the hunter the end of the line. We're going to do a T-junction, an upside-down T, so it's going to come down here and this way. So this hunting cabin will be the end of the line. And while that hits a big rock area, that's okay. I think that'll be just fine. So let's take the hunting cabin. Boy, I almost said it again. Let's put the hunting cabin down here. Right there is pretty good. And now we want a gatherer's hut. Now, the gatherer's hut, I think, is that bigger or smaller than the herbalist? I can never remember. Hit the button. I think the herbalist is bigger. But, do I want this road? Yeah, I want this road to run in between, so I could put one there. So let's say the herbalist, is that... Just trying to make sure that's... I want it to look nice, but I want it to be efficient. So I'm thinking if we do that... That's not efficient. That might be. They actually need to be up here more. We might be able to sneak a house in there. Maybe we could have them living nearby. Actually put a couple of homes. We could get a barn in this area, perhaps. So where was I? Okay, so let's take this up here. And we'll drop the gatherer's hut there for now. And we can always move these if these don't agree with us. And then what the hell was I thinking? Oh yeah, herbalist. Because we do not have enough medicines. Which is not good. So, and this is actually... pretty good area as well. So if we drop that, the road would go... Where's that? Where's the middle? Right there. So the road would come something like that, which I like. And then I could get a house right off that road. Yeah, we could do it. Okay. I don't think this would be too bad. I might move that hunting cabin just to kind of bunch it up here. I don't know that it really matters a ton, to be honest with you. I'm just kind of looking at what would look nice if I did a house here, perhaps. Here. I could do brick right there, maybe. Let's do... Let's pin this. Because I want to see about a barn. I can in fact get a barn right in there. I could get it in here too. I would like to have the roads running east-west, and the reason for that is I want them to be able to run straight from here over. So we're going to put that in there with a little bit of encroachment, which is fine. Get a road. Now let's run that straight over, shall we? So that's good. That does start to change things. Like, oh, you know what I might be able to do now? Let's take... I know it's silly, but I think I'm going to take the herbalist down just a little bit because I want it to be up against that road. It's an aesthetic decision, but it's what I want. Even if it produces a little less, I don't really care too much because it's not going to produce, I don't think, that much less. And I just think it's going to look better right up against that road. I don't think that did too much damage, so let's do that. And we're going to do the same thing with the Gatherer's Hut. So let's remove the Gatherer's Hut and food, and we'll put in another one. Face it this way, and you know what? We can put that. That'll be the end. You know, have a little L junction there, perhaps. I like that. I like that a lot. L junction. We're gonna leave this where it is. Where can we fit houses? Here, but also we could probably go, yeah, back here, right next to the barn, and even in here we can go if we went just a little bit off center, which is not doing too much injustice to this area. So, okay, great. So all of that mumbling while I'm planning, let's go ahead and pause everything. This is going to work out well, but I want them to build the roads first. Because the faster they build this, the faster we can get the people back and forth. Yeah, they're cutting right across. Let's see if we can get a road over in here. Roads everywhere. Always a good idea. Boom. Just like so. Can I... Oh, I can even step that down, and I like the way it looks, too. Like so. There we go. And I think we're going to remove this section because we're not going to be using it. Where's that remove road tool? Let's try that. Let's try that and see what that... what does that do for us? And we have room for houses here, and in here, and... There's a good reason to have a hospital. How did I not think of that? Okay, folks. First of all, let's find out where our sick person is. Way up here. They're going to go visit, I believe, the herbalist. We definitely need to build a hospital. City services, hospital. Will that fit here? Sure will. And I was talking about building another house in here, too. Let's take a look at this. I could build a house here. I even kind of like that it's a corner house, that corner shape house, because that's kind of the end of the row. And then back to city services, a hospital. Rotate that. I could tuck that right in behind. Let me see here. So if we got... Yeah, let's go here. And then our road would go... here, through here. Let's at least do that. Pause that. Leave that unpaused because I want that built right away. Now we have to go back up and speed up the game because when an outbreak occurs, it slows the game down for you to let you know, hey, something has happened. Somebody died of old age. Hopefully this number does not grow before we get that taken care of. It's going to be close. It's going to be pretty gosh darn close as that. They're doing great. Look at that. They've already got that whole stretch built. I wonder about a tunnel. I think it might be useless, but I don't know. We'll see. Come on. Here we go. So where are they going? Let's follow. Oh, we've got 3 people now. Because they're all working together. We might have some deaths. Uh-oh. How did I not see that coming? This is just an amateur mistake, folks. This is something... These are the things you absolutely have to be aware of. Boy, why do we need a hospital? We've got herbs. Everything will be fine. No, you need a hospital because you have to have a doctor in order to cure things like diphtheria and smallpox and whatever else might pop up when you least expect it. And it's going to happen, and I can't believe I let that happen. But that's okay. Let's not kick ourselves too much. We have... Well, we're down to only 2. And they're dying of old age. They're not dying of the disease. So that's the good news. And we're going to quickly get a doctor in here, and hopefully everything will be A-okay. Come on, come on. Now is, of course, when you're the most anxious because you want to build as fast as you possibly can. We are back up to 4. Boom, doctor. And we immediately, just see that? We immediately have 4 patients. But that's a good thing because now our patients move right in here. And they're out of the way. They're not going to be running to the market and infecting everybody, you jerk. Unbelievable. Down to 2 patients. Okay, so saves the day, doctor. Thank you so very much. And I am going to now take stone roads, and we're going to upgrade this. Because I kind of like the way this turned out. It works out okay. This, to me, looks pretty stupid now, but I'll worry about that later. We're going to worry about those little touch-up details. I might even do that, not necessarily off camera, but when the game ends, if we meet our challenge before I have done all the little fiddly things I want to aesthetically, I might continue to play this game and just see what I can do with it. Where were we? Oh yeah, how about let's get this camp going. What do you think? We're going to need homes, and we're going to need homes close to here. So, somebody did die of diphtheria. That's a shame. How many homes we're going to need? We're going to need at least 3 down here would be my guess. So let's see where we can fit 3 homes and how nice they're going to look. If I went there, there's 2. Oh, that would have been awesome. I can go this way? No. Weird, I can go here, but not there. Oh, because there's a road. A derp. So I can go there. And that's only slightly off. That's not so bad. And then if I took the road and wrapped it up just because I like the way that looks, we can do that. Run this road out there further. We're going to pause this and this. We're going to actually, let's start the construction. What should we do? Gatherer first. So let's get a gatherer going. Get that game running, and we'll have the gatherer start to be built. Boy, sometimes my grammar, I don't know what the hell I'm thinking. Also, oh, well, we don't have to pause the game for this at all, but let's get these stoned. Let's get these stoned because we need to have quick movement. I mean, it's getting to the point now where pretty much all of our roads should be stoned because, and yes, I'm kind of saying it on purpose. I know it's butt humor, toilet humor, but whatever. Anyway, let's move this and we'll get all of that to be stone. Let's just go to there for now. That was a lot, but that's okay. It's worth it. We have a lot actually we can remove over here and use because we're not going to have any use for it, correct? Yeah, I think we'll be okay. At any rate, I just want them moving quickly. God, that's what I'm trying to say. Some days you're the dog, some days you're the hydrant. There we go. They're starting to put that in already, which means they're going to move quickly through town. I was trying to say we're not going to have any stone homes. I may have even said that. I've already forgotten whether or not I've said that. So we're not going to have any stone houses in here because I just don't think it's going to be necessary. Or maybe we will, but it's not going to happen anytime soon. There. That's a fair statement. We may have stone homes at some point, but it is not going to happen anytime soon. So let's do that. And holding the shift key, can I get that? Nope, see it? That one was working funny with me, so we're going to have to do this by hand. Well, the hard way, I guess I should say. Obviously, it's kind of all done by hand now, isn't it? I'm going to get to that, but I'm going to get to that eventually. Let's let them build. Alright, so this is built, and now let's get gatherers. We need 12 of those. Yeah, because look now, we're down into 16s. Oi, gotta be careful. So what else do we need? We need herbs, we need hunting cabins. We've got enough people, you know what, we're building all of it, and let's just build all of it right now. And then hopefully our food will start to jump back up, because yeah, we take a huge hit. We went from 21,000 down to 16, even 15 for a minute there. So we're going to need a place to put it. Let's build that barn. We've got plenty of builders. We have plenty of laborers. We have plenty of people. So let's try to get caught back up with what we need to produce. How are we doing over here? How's this dock doing? 1134 last season. Not bad. Fisherman, gatherer. Okay, so we're still doing that. I wonder where the other fishermen live. Probably all the way over here. But I don't want to build another house just yet. Not until we get much further along. Alright, I should probably do a camera angle down here now. How about right about there? And in here. And I have... What do I have left? I have one left. The bee key. There we go. Sometimes you know what I'll do too. And I may do this... this I might do off camera, but if I were to go up to here, which is my C key, might make that the Z, because I go from left to right on the keyboard, left to right on the screen. So I might do that. I'm just telling you, these are just some of the things that I do when I'm playing. I don't know about you, your tips and tricks. Let me know. That's a good thing. That's what you should do. You should go in the comments and tell me, how do you set up your cameras? How do you set up the things that you like? They are building building away, set to task. They're doing quite well. All right, and let's get... We need, what, 12 hunters? Yep, 12 hunters. We've got gatherers. All right, we have everything we need except for herbalists. And as soon as we get... Now, should we stone that? Yes, we probably should. Why not? Get that all the way there. And yeah, as soon as the herbalists come up, then we'll go ahead and set 2 of those as well. And then we should be set. This camp will be kind of doing fairly well. Hopefully they'll be producing. We're already back up to 17s, which is good. We have more people being born. That's the other thing that I kind of forgot too, is, you know, the more people you have, the more food. It's not even just, you know, when you have a new house. So now we have 4 herbalists. We'll leave it at 100 right now because I don't think it's going to matter anytime soon. And they're starting to put in, yep, exactly what I wanted. Everything from here is going right into that barn. And I'm assuming the things from here, you know, like the fish, yeah, that's going in here. Look at the amount of fish in that frickin' barn. Holy cow. This dock is just producing like mad, isn't it? 1,700. I've seen better, but still, that's a boatload. 17, 18. Yeah, these are producing ever so well. And we're back down to 15 again. I wonder why that is. Well, I guess we're going to have to let this run for a minute and let our food production climb. We've put in everything that we can. Everything that doesn't take a mass amount of space. I'm going to have to look for another fishing dock, I think. Okay. That's alright. That's okay. Let's see here. This was a pretty good spot. It's as far as we can go. I mean, I might be able... Can I go here? Because I don't think that would cause any conflict of interest. Let's pause the game. Let's take this. Let's pin it. Okay, now. Look at that. It's not the greatest position for a dock as far as location in the water, but we might not have a choice. I don't know if I want to go in here. Actually, I probably could. You know, this isn't a terrible idea if I get it out as far as I can in the water, because the radius, I mean, it's in the water the way it's in the water. There's nothing I can do about that. I don't want to encroach too much on this stuff here. But you know what? I think that would be a great spot for a fishing dock. So, you know, let's build it. We can unpin this, and we can run a road right to there. And we're going to do it just like that. Let them just follow the coastline down there a little bit. And they've got a barn that's not exactly close. I didn't think about that. A deer. I mean, I could build another one here, but I don't know that that would really be necessary. How far down can I get it? I mean, if I wanted to go right there, I could. Pause the game, put that down. There's our barn. Oh, shoot. That's not so bad. Screw it, we're building a barn, too. Alright, I mean, again, it's not quite as close as I was hoping, but we're just trying to pad our stats a little bit. That's all we're trying to do. We can get stone roads to the barn. And I'm going to go here. And then I'm going to change it, and I'm going to go right here, like so. And then I might make some additional changes here. Like that. And then remove that section, which is what I'm going to do. There we go. That's what I want. Oy vey. That was a thing. Yeah, I'm starting to worry a little bit. I mean, I know, like I said, we're 15 up, but I've crashed from a much higher number. I've had starvation crashes from being at a 30,000 surplus, so this does not mean much of anything to me. So we're just going to produce as much food as we can. How are we doing? Look at that. Bam. They are going through it like candy. So people apparently are not feeling so hot. I don't know. How are you doing? They're producing. And what about you? 824. I mean, it's not terrible. It's not god-awful. We're down to 14. Yeah, boy, I'll tell you. The only thing we're going to be able to do is continue to... 20. We have 20 flippin' fishermen. We're just going to have to continue to put in as many fishermen as we can. And... oh, you know what? That might help a little bit, because now the gatherers and such are going to go here as well. Okay, good. And this is... yeah, we're doing alright with that sort of stuff. They're coming around through here, aren't they? Yep. Well, that makes sense. So, I should probably put a road in. If I were to go here, hit shift key. It's not my favorite thing to do, only because I also need this road for these residents. So now I have this kind of ugly looking triangle. But mostly, it'll be hidden by trees, I think, I hope, as these grow. So it'll kind of look nice, because I'm not going to build anything in there, because this area is, in fact, in our hunting area and our gathering area a little bit. Not our wooded area, but that's okay. 15.5. Okay, this is just going to kind of go back and forth for a little while. We're going to have to let these guys build. That's all we can do. Wrong button. There we go. That's the one I wanted. Yeah. Actually, you know what? How are we doing up here? You guys are just destined to live old and alone miners' lives. And I feel bad. A lot of miners up here. Lots of laborers and students. We're going to have some deaths, some old age deaths coming up, it looks like. How's this one producing? 1,700. Beautiful. So I'm just going to have to hope that this will continue to climb. I might have to figure out where to put yet another fishing dock. I would like to have another gatherer, hunter, but I don't have room for a camp. I just don't. That is obviously the trick about doing this without farms and trading. Because we obviously could have put in a trading post. We have plenty of resources to trade. And by not doing that for the Isolationist Challenge... okay, you know what? We're coming up on your 28 in the winter, so I believe the Mountain Men Challenge is going to be happening here shortly. And that's excellent. At least I will feel pretty good about that. How's this barn doing? Lots of venison. I saw a dip in our wood cutting. Probably going to have to put in another woodcutter. The matter is where. Because I'm going to need a stockpile nearby. You know, it's going to make sense probably to put it down here. They're not living there yet, though. You know what? Actually, it's going to make sense to put one out here. Let's do that. Let's build a woodcutter out here. Somebody died of old age. Here we go. So I want this. And where will you fit? Where will you fit? Nowhere good. I have to get into homes to do it. Alright, let's pause. And let's remove some of this stuff and see where we can fit one of those. That's what we're going to have to do. So let's just get rid of all of those. And let's find out, where can I put a woodcutter? I could put one right behind the school. And that runs right off that road, and that actually looks nice. If I go there and there, I could put that there. And then where can I fit homes around it? Can I get one next to it? Oh, dastardly. I cannot. Oh, that's so rotten that I can't do that. You know what, though? If I butt it up to the school, I can. Yeah, okay. Didn't want to have to do that, but we're going to have to. So let's move this. Actually, we can try down here, too. Let's try a different area for the woodcutter before I go too crazy with these ideas I have. Boy, they are really... ooh. I could pack it in right there. That's ugly as sin, though. Yeah, if I go there, at least I can get a house next to it. At least I think I can, right? Yes, I can. So a house there. And then, how many here? Just one. And if I tinker with that road, I can get two houses there. We're going to do that. Alright, what do I need to do to the road to make that work? I need to get rid of this tile next to that girl. So let's remove that. And we're going to go ahead and let that build. So let's go ahead and just hit play. And they'll come out here and they're going to build a woodcutter, which we sorely need. Don't know where we're going to put any of the damn firewood. That could be part of the problem, is we have no place to put the firewood. Oh, he's got plenty of space. As does he, so okay. We just have a lot of stuff. We have so much stone. I'm going to lower the cap again. Let's just make it 600. We just don't need this much stone at any one time, it would seem. And it's filling up. It's filling up our stockpile. Matter of fact, we could probably use some of this stone to build. Okay, let's pause the game again real fast. They removed that section of road. It's a big looking house. Let's change that model. I don't know what's next to it. Son of a gun. We'll try the lean-to. That's what I call it, the lean-to. And we'll build that road thusly. Pause that. Back in action. Okay, so what was I saying? Oh yes, I was saying if I were to use more stone, that would make some room for our other supplies up there. So let's do that. Let's get these roads going. What the heck? So to there, and there, here, and here. There we go. Boy, I'm anxious. I think it's winter. Is it winter or late winter? If my math is correct. If my memory is correct about the date in which we actually started the challenge. When we achieved 50 people. Holding strong at 15.5. Still not where I want to be. Okay, so let's get you. There we go. Now we have another woodcutter up here. And hopefully they will start pulling away some of this stone so we have some place to put the lumber. I'm worried. I'm really worried we're not going to have this guy cutting logs and he's got nowhere to put it. I wonder if I can get a stockpile in here at all. I could do a little 2x5 stockpile right there. Or a 3x4. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and do that. There we go. Late winter. Okay, so maybe I'm off. Maybe I'm off about the math on that. I was really hoping to hit the achievement this episode. Well, you know, sometimes you just don't know. I wasn't paying as close of attention as I should have been, apparently. Fishermen are dying. People are dying. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, right up here in this part of the screen. And down here, we have received the award for the Mountain Men Challenge. Well, that is fantastic. I'm super excited to say, hey, we made it all the way through. You too can make make a city to sustain 50 people for 20 years, and we've well exceeded that. We're well on our way to 200 people. So I guess, I don't know if I should rename the series now to just Isolationist Challenge, but you know what? That's going to do it for this episode, guys. What better way to end this episode than to say we finally made the Mountain Men Challenge. I really appreciate you sticking with me thus far, but we're not done yet. I'm going to move forward, press forward, and try to get ourselves the Isolationist Challenge as well. And in the meantime, do me a favor, hit the like button if you like this video. Comment on it if you'd like to see more like it. Don't forget to check out the City Builder Collective, and we're going to see you next time for Banished, the Isolationist Challenge.